Those two games will play tomorrow night at 7:30. Any of those games, aside from this one, that Southside and Muncie Central game, any interest to you at all, or not much?
The Carroll-Snyder game actually caught my eye up there in that sectional. I think whoever wins that one ends up winning the sectional. Carroll, maybe the best all-around team, still not very good. Whoever wins that sectional is going to get killed in regionals, probably by Hamilton Southeastern. But Snyder playing some of the best basketball of the year, playing good when it really counts. Delisha Davis, one of the better players in the conference. So Snyder playing good ball right now. Got an eye on that one. Concordia Dwenger could be interesting, and Marion, Bishop Luers. Marion's got a really good player to watch. Bishop Luers a very solid team all around. So in 3A, that's a game to watch. That Norwell sectional, you look at it, really good. Every team with a winning record. So some good games in the area.
That's going to take us to our final break before tip-off, as we will take a short pause for the national anthem. When we come back, we will have starting lineups and keys to the game.
Homestead Athletic coverage on the Point 91 FM is brought to you by
Arby's at Coventry, located at 5755 Falls Drive across from Zesto's. Arby's is more than roast beef, with turkey, ham, brisket, bacon, and chicken tenders. Arby's has the meats. Arby's at Coventry is open for breakfast at 6 a.m. all the way to midnight. To find more information, find Arby's on social media and online at arbys.com.
Casa Italian Restaurants, family owned and operated since 1977, with 4 Fort Wayne locations: West Jefferson Boulevard, DuPont Road, Parnell Avenue, and Stellhorn Road, featuring the Casa Burro salad, wood-burning brick oven pizzas, and over 30 pasta selections. Dine-in or carry-out available, or let Casa cater your next special occasion. Find more information at CasaRestaurants.com or by following Casa on Facebook and Twitter. Casa Italian Restaurants, a proud sponsor of WCYT Sports Broadcasts.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Moe's Southwest Grill, located at 6739 West Jefferson Boulevard, next to Dunkin' Donuts Baskin-Robbins. You can contact Moe's by calling 969-MOE's, or for catering, that number is 969-EATS. Moe's specializes in Southwestern foods like burritos, tacos, and nachos with no microwaves or freezers. You can visit Moe's online at moes.com. Thank you, Moe's, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead Athletic coverage on our station.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road, inside the shops of Scott Road. Marco's specializes in pizza, cheesy bread, subs, salads, and many other menu items. You can place an order for delivery or carry out by calling 625-6800. That number once again is 625-6800. You can also order online at marcos.com. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead High School athletics coverage on our station.
And now, let's head back out to the gymnasium for more Homestead Lady Spartan basketball right here on the Point 91 FM.
Welcome back live to Homestead High School, as we are just moments away from tip-off between Homestead and Wayne as we begin postseason play for both teams, and as we transition to starting lineup, starting with Homestead, the host of this sectional site this year. We have Kara Geely and Solaire Starks in the backcourt. Kara Geely leads the team in assists. Solaire Starks, a very viable scoring option, averages about 11 points per game for this Homestead team. And down low, it'll be Haley Swing, Sydney Graber, and the freshman Ayanna Patterson, who scored 28 points last Friday against Northrop, a season high by any Homestead Spartan this season. And moving on to the 1-19 Wayne Generals, it'll be Shira Alexander, leads the team in steals and blocks, averages about 3.5 points per game on the season. Dominique Petaway averages about 1.2 points per game. Amaja Austin, Lamaya Threats, and down low it'll be the 6-foot senior center, Maya Jackson, who leads the team in points and rebounds, averages about 9 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game. This Wayne team doesn't really score a whole lot, just under 29 points per game. Homestead averages about 64 points per game. That's good for 9th in the entire state. And Donnie, what are your keys to the game?
Well, for Homestead, there really isn't one key that'll lead them to win this game. If you just play the game, do what you do. Don't get your entire team ejected. Don't do something that could result in a forfeit. They should win this game. And for Wayne, I got 2 words, Maya Jackson. She can be a force inside. 9 points, 7.4 rebounds, lead the team in both categories. She's someone who can really be a dangerous player inside. So Maya Jackson going to have a big game for Wayne and Homestead. It doesn't really take much to beat this Wayne team.
This one is not really expected to be that close at all. As the last time these two teams played, Homestead won 78-20. They outscored Wayne 24-2 in the first quarter. And Quinia Reese for Wayne, she took quite a few shots in that first game. Scored 8 points, went 3 of 16 from the field. That's good for 19%. She's not starting in this one. That was only the 3rd game of the season back when Homestead won earlier on, so I'm not sure if she was benched because of that performance or someone else on the team has just earned their way into the starting lineup. There were quite a few season highs for lots of Homestead players, not really in scoring, but just in steals and assists. Homestead, they actually had 20 steals in that game. Wayne had 30 turnovers, and we're just about ready for tip-off between Homestead and Wayne. This one not expected to be the closest. Homestead 22-3 overall, undefeated in the conference. Wayne 1-19 overall, winless in the conference, 0-9. It'll be Ayanna Patterson to jump for the Spartans, 6'3" freshman. And Shaira Alexander, the junior, to jump for the Generals. Ball is up and controlled by the Spartans. Geely has it. Crosses the timeline, kicks it over to Starks on the right side, passes back to Geely, over to Graber on the left wing, back to Starks, top of the key, over to Geely on the right side. Geely, swing at the free throw line. Starks, top of the key, 3, that's no good. Rebound, tipped around, recovered by Patterson. Down low, she puts up a shot, that's no good. Rebound goes to Maya Jackson, ball knocked around. Patterson recovers it for Homestead. Cross-court pass to Starks. Thought about the 3, drives in, baseline jump shot. She knocks it down. Solaire Starks scores the first basket of the game as Homestead opens up with a 2-0 lead, 7:25 to go in the first quarter. Wayne back on offense. As ball is knocked away, stolen by the Spartans. That is Swing on the other end. She scores down low and a foul. So on Wayne's first possession of the game, a steal by Haley Swing. We saw quite a few turnovers in the previous matchup. I mentioned Wayne had 30 turnovers. That's the first one of the game as Homestead extends their lead 4-0, 7:17 to go in the first quarter. Haley Swing, the team's best free throw shooter at the line, shoots about 86% overall, has a chance to get the and one.
And Wayne averages 22.5 turnovers per game, so we'll be seeing quite a few of those in this one because Homestead, one of the best defensive teams in the state.
5-0, 7:12 to go in the first quarter. Homestead over Wayne. As Austin has it, gives it over to Alexander on the right side. Kicks it back out to Threats. Well, almost stolen. Threats still has it for Wayne. She drives inside and a foul is called. I believe a reach and foul is called on Ayanna Patterson. That's her first of the game. 5-0 Homestead, 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wayne with the ball under their own basket. Pettaway to inbound. She can't find anyone. She's looking. She eventually finds Jackson, the 6-foot senior center. And a travel is called there on Jackson. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Wayne. 5-0 Homestead, 6:57 to go in the first quarter. Spartan ball. As Geely has it, one of the 7 seniors on this team passes over to Starks, another senior on this Homestead team. Back to Geely in the right corner. Geely passes out to Starks, over to Graber, who drives inside, takes it back out now. On the left corner, Starks. Patterson at the free throw line. Patterson goes inside. She puts a fancy move as I believe she's called for the turnover there. Traveling, I believe. 5-0 Homestead leads over Wayne. Just over 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. As Pettaway has it at the Spartan logo for Wayne. An offensive foul is called on Wayne. That was Austin. So 3 possessions for Wayne, 3 turnovers. 5-0 Homestead. 6:32 to go in the first quarter. So we already have a substitution as Chanel Clay checks in for Maja Austin, who just picked up the offensive foul.
And Wayne's playing some tough defense so far, but the offense turning it over far too much.
Patterson has it over to Swing. Graber has it. She's closely guarded by a lot of Wayne defenders. Swing has it now at the top of the key. Hands it off to Geely. Graber has it at the free throw line. Starks left corner 3. That is an air ball as ball was tipped out of bounds. A Wayne player tried to save it, but they stepped out of bounds. So Homestead will still get the ball up 5-0. 6:09 to go in the first quarter. Geely to inbound for the Spartans. Homestead 22-3 on the season. Wayne 1-19. Homestead 9-0 in the conference, Wayne 0-9 in the conference. So these two teams are, you could say, opposites. Starks has it. She drives inside and a foul is called. So Starks will shoot 2 free throws at the line. She's about a 77% free throw shooter as Homestead leads 5-0, 6:06 to go in the first quarter. That was a foul on Maya Jackson, her first.
And Homestead's offense not shooting the ball great right now, but as long as they reach that 20-point mark, they should be fairly safe in this one.
Starks knocks down the first free throw. She averages about 11 points per game for this Homestead team. Her shooting percentages have been down compared to last season as Starks misses his second free throw. Rebound goes to Wayne. Can they not turn it over? Let's see. Fourth possession. They've had 3 turnovers in the first 3 possessions. As Petaway has it on the left side, guarded by Geely. Picks up her dribble. Petaway looks. Gives it back out to Threats near the Spartan logo. And just like that, a timeout is called by Wayne head coach Laisha Gorman. It's 6-0 Homestead, 5:49 to go in the first quarter. Hasn't really been the fastest pace of games so far, but Homestead opening up with the early lead.
Opened up with the early lead, not shooting the ball great, but it doesn't really matter against Wayne. The defense shutting him out so far, as is to be expected. This Wayne team not very good on the offensive end, to say the least. Average under 29 points per game on the year, so Homestead just doing what you expected so far. Maybe you expected a couple more fast breaks, but Wayne still turned it over every time they've gotten it so far.
And Wayne, they actually scored a season low in points, 14 in a 69-14 loss against Lures last Friday. This Wayne team only has 2 players who average more than 4 points a game, and Homestead has dominated Wayne in the past 15 years. They're 14-0 against Wayne, so Wayne has not been able to beat Homestead the past 15 years or so. Wayne ball on the sideline, 6-0. Homestead leads, 5:47 to go in the first quarter. As Petaway, or Clay has it, tries to pass down low to Jackson. It's stolen by the Spartans. Graber has it. She goes on the other end of the court, and a wide open layup as she scores. 8-0 Homestead over Wayne. 5:30 to go in the sectional semifinal match. As Petaway has it at the Spartan logo, now at the top of the key, loses a shoe. She eventually finds Clay. As stoppage of play is called as Petaway lost her shoe. It's 8-0 Homestead over Wayne, 5:20 to go in the first quarter.
Wayne still without a possession, without a turnover, so got off a little slow on offense. We'll see if things can heat up here.
Petaway has it at the Spartan logo. Homestead up 8. 5:15 to go in the first quarter. In the sectional semifinal matchup, the winner of this will play the winner of Southside and Muncie Central tomorrow night. Ball knocked around. Wayne recovers it as they call an over and back. Another turnover on Wayne. As ball was somewhat tipped, some of these fans appear to think, as Wayne fans not too happy about that call, but the turnover on Wayne as Homestead balls are up 8-0, 5:07 to go in the first quarter.
Well, I think Wayne recovered it still on their side of the half court and then went over.
Graber has it, left elbow, pass to Geely, gives it over to Swing, top of the key, kicks it out to Geely. Patterson on the right side, now baseline. She kicks it out to Geely, over to Starks. Graber has it. Starks now at the top of the key. Geely on the right side. Homestead 8, Wayne 0. Under 5 minutes to go. Swing, a mid-range jump shot as Swing knocks it down. It's now 10-0. Homestead over Wayne. Swing, and now up to 5 points for the Spartans. Wayne ball on the other end as Petaway has it. Picks up a dribble. Ball knocked around by Geely. Stolen by the Spartans. Another turnover on Wayne. Swing can't hold it, but she eventually gets it to Starks. Over to Graber in the left corner. Graber back out to Geely. Starks has a top of the key 3. That's no good as it's knocked around, recovered by Patterson for the Spartans. She gets the offensive rebound, gives it to Graber down low. She puts up a shot, and she is fouled by Maya Jackson. I believe that will be her second personal foul. It's 10-0 Homestead, 4:09 to go in the first quarter.
I knew that is her second personal foul. That's a big blow to Wayne. Maya Jackson, a huge threat on offense and the boards.
Maya Jackson leads the team in points and rebounds. Sydney Graber at the line for the Spartans, a 70% free throw shooter. That's decent. At first free throw, that's good. Homestead extends their lead to 11. Wayne still scoreless. 4:09 to go in the first quarter. As Quinaya Reese checks in this game, as Maya Jackson and Chanel Clay take a seat on the bench. Tracer Booker also checks in for the Generals.
And I realize Wayne hasn't missed a shot yet. They also haven't taken one, but
This Wayne team on a 14-game losing streak. As Graber misses the second free throw, Swing gets the offensive rebound as she goes up and scores. Haley Swing with 7 early points in this one, 7 of the team's 13. Haley Swing, her season high is 14 when she scored that in the first game of the season against Carmel. Already halfway there. Wayne on the other end. Reese has it, who's just checked into the game. Reese tries to pass over to Threats on the right side. Guarded by Patterson, picks it up, picks up her dribble and hands it out to Reese now at the Spartan logo. 13-0 Homestead leads, 3:38 to go in the first quarter. Ball stolen by Patterson for the Spartans. Patterson on the other end, and she missed the shot somehow. It looked like it was blocked or tipped out of her hand as Wayne recovers it. Reese has it on the other end for the Generals. Reese calls out a play for this General team. Homestead up 13-0, 3:20 to go in the first quarter in the sectional semifinal matchup. As Booker has it, who just checked in, guarded by Graber. Can't find anyone. Cross-court pass over to Petaway. She saves it, but is stolen by the Spartans as Graber on the other end as she scores the layup down low. Homestead up 15-0 over Wayne. Exactly 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Graber now up to 5 points in this game for the Spartans as Coach Parker sends some of his bench players into the game. The next time there's a stoppage of play is Wayne on the other end as Petaway has it. Dangerous pass. She just tries to throw it. It's eventually stolen by the Spartans as Patterson has it on the other end. Patterson, she goes down low and she scores. 17-0 Homestead over Wayne. Over 2:30 to go in the first quarter. Timeout is called by Wayne. That's their second of the game. So Homestead with the early 17-0 advantage. Just about 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wayne, they haven't really been shooting the ball bad, but they really haven't been shooting the ball at all yet.
Yeah, still a turnover every possession. So Wayne right now, it's going to be a long road back if they want to win this one.
In the previous game, I believe Homestead got up to a 24-2 lead in the first quarter. It's already 17-0 Homestead. 2:33 to go in the first quarter, and we mentioned Homestead, they're coming off a win 86-44 at Northrop. That was the final game of the regular season last Friday night where Ayanna Patterson scored a career high for the freshman, 28 points. Very impressive, the most points scored by a Spartan all year. Wayne coming off of a 69-14 loss against Lures, who actually tied with Southside for the second best record in the SAC. They both finished 7-2. Homestead finished 9-0 in the conference. Although Homestead is only on a 1-game winning streak, they lost to Heritage Christian about a week and a half ago. That was their first road loss of the season. Homestead is 5-2 in neutral court games coming into this one. This one is at Homestead. Technically not a home game, but it kind of is. But 5-2 in neutral court games. They've lost to some good teams on a neutral court, such as Northwestern and North Central. 17-0 Homestead over Wayne. 2:33 to go in the first quarter. Wayne 1-19 on the season. They did not win a game in the SAC this year. 0-9. Homestead 22-3 overall. 9-0 in the SAC. They're ranked 5th in the Class 4A. On the other end of play, Mims takes a shot that's no good as Alexander puts up a shot and she scores. First basket of the game for Wayne. 17-2 now. Homestead leads a 15-point advantage for the Spartans. About 2:13 to go in the first quarter. As Patterson has it right below the basket, she puts up a shot, hoping to draw a foul. No foul is called as Wayne gets the rebound. Alexander hands it off to Reese, who leads the team in assists and turnovers. Nearly 5 turnovers a game for Reese. Reese guarded by Sullivan, who just checked in for the Spartans. Ball knocked around by Sullivan, and they call a double dribble. Sullivan, I believe she had a career-high 6 steals when these two teams played last on November 10th. It's 17-2 Homestead. 1:54 to go in the first quarter.
Wayne up to 50% from the field. Got that first shot off last possession. Didn't get it, but they got the good putback and the score inside for Shiara Alexander.
Sullivan over to Parker, back to Sullivan. Gets a screen from Patterson, top of the key now. Gives it to Patterson, who puts up a shot. She draws the shooting foul, so Patterson will go to the line. She's a much improved free throw shooter from the beginning of the season, still only at 54%. Homestead up 17-2, 1:42 to go in the first quarter. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the game to follow this, which is Southside and Muncie Central. Patterson knocks down the first free throw. It's now 18-2, a 16-point advantage for the Spartans. 1:42 to go in the first quarter.
And we expect Southside to win that next game, so that would potentially set up a third matchup of the year against Homestead.
Patterson calmly knocks down both free throws. Very good shooting form there. It's 19-2. Homestead over the Generals. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. On the other end, Petaway has it for Wayne, and she gives it to Alexander. Ball stolen by the Spartans. Lucas has it. Over to Sullivan now, crosses half court. Cross-court pass for Parker in the right corner. Sullivan now picks up a dribble over to Parker. Wide open three. That is no good. Rebound goes to Lucas. Gives it back out to Sullivan, top of the key. Sullivan picks up her dribble, looks for a teammate. She eventually finds Graber on the left side. Sullivan now gets a screen from Patterson. Over to Parker on the right corner. Back to Sullivan, top of the key. 19-2 Homestead. 1:05 to go in the first quarter. Sullivan now on the left side of the court. Graber has it top of the key. Gets a screen from Patterson. Mid-range jump shot for Graber. That is too strong. Rebound goes to Patterson. She puts it up, and she is fouled. The shot was no good. So Patterson will go to the line once again as she knocked down both free throws about a minute ago. Homestead up 19-2 over Wayne. 58 seconds to go in the first quarter.
And you have to respect the physicality Wayne is showing in the paint. They're not letting Homestead get any easy layups, making a lot of good contact. Playing some solid defense in this one. It just hasn't mattered because their offense has only gone up a shot in one possession.
Anna Patterson knocks down the first free throw. She's now up to 5 points in this one for the Spartans. Second free throw, that also goes to Anna Patterson. 4 for 4 at the line and 2 trips today for the Spartans. It's 21-2. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Now Wayne has the ball as Petaway hands it off to Mims. Mims drives inside, puts up a shot. That's an air ball. Rebound goes to Alexander. That shot is also no good as ball knocked around out of bounds as I believe they will say last one off of Wayne. So Homestead ball, they're up 19 points. 21-2 is the score. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sullivan crosses the timeline. Cross-court pass over to Parker on the right side. Sullivan now has it. Sullivan picks up her dribble. Bounce pass over to Patterson in the right corner. Lucas has it. Kicks it over to Graber. Her three-pointer. That's no good. As Patterson gets the offensive rebound again. Offensive foul there called on Patterson. She pushed off on Shayera Alexander. So a rare turnover for the Spartans. As Julian Lineball checks in for Quinaya Reese. 21-2 is the score. 19-point lead for the Spartans. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Wayne has the ball. Petaway takes it up the court for the Generals. She averages 1.2 points per game on the season. Gives it over to Lineballer, just checked in. Back up top to Alexander. She drives in a crazy spinning shot. That was, not sure what that shot was there for Wayne.
I don't know if it was a pass or a shot, but I guess it's a turnover. Missed the basket by a few feet.
Sullivan has it. 4 seconds to go for the Spartans. Parker, wide open three. Can't you knock it down? That is no good at the buzzer. So after one, Homestead leads by 19 points. 21-2 is the score, and honestly didn't even feel that close. It felt further than that 19-point margin it was after one.
Yeah, Wayne really struggled on the offensive end. They only got two possessions, well, two maybe three possessions in, and in a turnover. They did have one basket. The other one got blocked a couple of times, and then I don't know if we're counting that other one as a pass or a shot. Missed the basket by about 10 feet, but whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Wayne can't do anything on offense, just 2 points. Really struggling right now, and Homestead is dominated like we expected to. Maya Jackson having 2 fouls doesn't help Wayne either.
That one shot that we saw from Wayne, it's almost as if in the NBA or college you hear the whistle and you just kind of throw up a shot hoping to get called for the shooting foul. That's what that looked like, but there was no foul at all. As this Wayne team has not won a postseason game since 2012. Their only win this season was against Canterbury, who's 0-9 this year. They're playing on a shortened schedule. They don't really have the biggest of rosters. They're kind of a rebuilding season for the Cavaliers. Homestead up 21-2 after the first quarter over Wayne. Homestead has been able to score quite a bit down low. Ayanna Patterson, she has 6 points. She went 4-4 at the line in the first quarter. The outside shooting not too hot for the Spartans. They haven't hit an outside shot this game, I believe, as it will be Wayne ball. 21-2, 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Homestead leads in the sectional semifinal matchup. Lineball has the ball, the 5'2" sophomore guard. She averages 0.8 points per game for the Generals. Ball knocked around, out of bounds by Parker, so it'll still be the Generals ball. Homestead up by 19, 7:50 to go in the second quarter. 21-2 is the score. Wayne to inbound on the sideline. As Mims has it, she takes a three that she's rejected by Haley Swing. Ball recovered by Geely. They call a pushing foul. So foul on Wayne there. 21-2 is the lead for the Spartans, as we have a substitution as Clay set to check in for the Generals. As Jasmine Mims takes a seat on the bench. That was her second foul, so a couple of key players, Mims and Jackson, in foul trouble for the Generals. As Geely will go to the free throw line, I believe it will be a, I'm not sure. They're actually 1-1, yes. Homestead up 21-2 over Wayne. 7:44 to go in the second quarter. This one not really expected to be the closest as the last time these teams played. Homestead won by 58 points. The front end of a 1-1 by Geely is no good. The rebound goes to the Generals as line ball has it. Stands at 5'2". The sophomore loses their dribble on the left side. Now she recovers it. Guarded by Parker. Homestead up by 19, under 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Line ball. Dangerous pass recovered by Booker for the Generals. Ball knocked around. Booker still has it. Picks up her dribble. She can't find a teammate. Very weak pass. She eventually finds Alexander, who puts up a shot. That's an air ball. Rebound goes to Booker, but they call a jump ball. It will be Homestead possession. They up 21-2, 7:11 to go in the second quarter. Wayne only one basket so far in this one.
And a positive sign for Wayne, they are starting to get their shot off a little more. Not quite as many turnovers, so they may get some of them to fall. It could become a ball game.
Geely has it, gets a screen from Lucas. Passes over to Parker, who throws it to Lucas down low. Lucas puts up a shot. She's rejected by the backboard as Wayne gets the rebound. That was Petaway. Now with the Spartan logo, 21-2. Homestead leads, 6:50 to go in the second quarter. Petaway picks up her dribble. At the Spartan logo, she eventually finds Alexander. Alexander hands it off to Booker on the right side. They call a double dribble, so a turnover on Wayne. We haven't seen too many the past few minutes. They definitely have improved their ball handling in the second quarter compared to the first. I believe a timeout is called as Homestead has a 21-2 lead, 6:40 to go in the second quarter. The timeout was called by Homestead. And what do you think Coach Parker is telling his team right now?
Just keep doing what you're doing. Put forth a quality effort. Up 21-2, not too much you can complain about. Work to knock down some open shots, but you can only do so much. If the shots aren't falling, they aren't falling. So Homestead not having a great shooting game so far, but they're able to enact their will down low.
We mentioned earlier this is the 13th game for Homestead playing against an SAC team that includes the regular season, the postseason, and the SAC Holiday Tournament. They're 12-0 in those games. They win by nearly 36 points. Homestead has 7 wins of 40 or more points this season, one of those being when these teams won, or when these teams played back in early November. A 58-point margin for the Spartans. 21-2, Homestead leads, 6:40 to go in the second quarter. It'll be Spartan ball. Geely has it, cross-court pass over to Parker. Parker over to Geely, down low to Lucas. Bounce pass for Swing as Haley Swing scores another basket for the Spartans. She's having quite a game. 23-2, a 21-point lead for the Spartans. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Wayne on the other end. A dangerous pass is stolen by Riley Parker for the Spartans. Parker throws it to Geely, a bad pass, and that is a rare turnover for Homestead. Parker tried to get a little too greedy, threw it a little too far above Geely's head, so the turnover on the Spartans. Wayne will have the ball as they trail by 21 points. 23-2 is the score. 6:10 to go in the second quarter. As Petaway takes it up the court for the Generals, guarded closely by Geely. Passes to a wide-open Booker, now on the right side. Booker drives inside, step-back jump shot, hits the rim. That's no good. Rebound goes to Swing for the Spartans. As Geely has it now, crosses half court. Over to Starks. She drives along the baseline, tries to pass to a teammate as Swing somehow recovers it. Swing goes down low. She misses the shot as Wayne gets the rebound. That was Booker, who gives it off to Reese, who leads the team in assists and turnovers. Reese has it, the top of the key. Deep two-point shot that hits the front of the rim. Rebound goes to the Spartans. Geely has it. Geely kicks it back out for Starks. A wide-open three. Bullseye! Solaris Starks knocks down the first three-pointer of the game for either team as Homestead extends their lead to 24 points, 26-2. Homestead, 5:13 to go in the second quarter. Reese back on the other end for the Generals. Hands it off to Petaway. Petaway now at the top of the key. tries to throw it over to Alexander. A bad pass as that goes out of bounds as Sydney Graber and Anna Patterson set to check in for the Spartans as line ball checks in for Petaway for the Spartans as Riley Parker and Brianna Lucas take a seat on the bench for the Spartans. It's 26-2 Homestead. 5:02 to go in the second quarter. Keeley has the ball. She takes it up the court for the Spartans. Over to Starks, who just knocked down the three-pointer swing. Mid-range jump shot that is in and out. Rebound goes to the Generals. That was Threats. Threats takes the ball up the court. The 5'8" junior forward. Reese now has it at the Spartan logo. Homestead up by 24 points. 4:40 to go in the second quarter. A wild shot there by Wayne. Hits the top of the backboard. Spartans out in transition as Ayanna Patterson has it down low and she lays it in. For a second I thought she might dunk it, but she lays it in. 28-2. Homestead leads a 26-point advantage for the Spartans. 4:20 to go in the second quarter as Reese has it for the Generals. Wayne only one basket so far in this game. Reese takes a three-pointer. She got it! The deep three-pointer for the Generals. 28-5. Wayne scores their second basket of the game. Swing on the other end for the Spartans down low. She scores again. Haley Swing having herself quite a game, now to 11 points, only 3 off of her season high when she scored 14 against Carmel on the road, first game of the season. But Reese just knocked down a very nice looking three-point shot the previous possession for the Generals. His line ball tries to feed it down low to Alexander. That goes out of bounds. So as Tamaya Craig checks in the lineup, and Maya Jackson back in for the Generals with 2 fouls. The star player for Wayne leads the team in points and rebounds, the 6-foot senior center. This will likely be her final game as a high school basketball player, with Homestead up by 25 points, 30-5, 3:38 to go in the second quarter. Spartans have the ball. Geely passes over to Starks. Tries to take a mid-range jump shot. That's knocked away. Reese on the other end picks up her dribble. Tries to pass to her teammate. Ball on the ground. As Craig has it, she puts up a shot that is no good as Homestead eventually recovers it. Geely crosses the timeline. Bounce pass to Haley Swing down low. Swing with a layup. Haley Swing up to 13 points in the first half for the Spartans. 32-5 is the score. A 27-point lead for the Spartans. Just over 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Haley Swing playing very, very well for the Spartans. Just a careless pass there from Reese to Craig as it goes out of bounds. Another turnover on the Generals as they trail by 27 points, under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Keeley takes the ball off the court for the Spartans. Passes over to Solaire Starks. Starks to Swing. Patterson down low. She puts up a shot as she is fouled. The shot went in, so I believe she will have a chance at an and one. She will, so Ayanna Patterson 4-4 at the line. Up to this point already, Ayanna Patterson now up to 10 points in this game for the Spartans. That was Treasure Booker's second personal foul, so Wayne having some players in foul trouble. Ayanna Patterson knocks down the free throw again for the Spartans. They extend their lead to 30 points, 35-5, 2:45 to go in the second quarter. Wayne with the ball. Reese has it. In the sectional semifinal matchup, the winner will play the winner of Southside and Muncie Central as Reese puts up a shot that is an air ball recovered by the Spartans. Swing has it. Haley Swing has 13 points in this one for the Spartans. Starts a wide open right corner three. That is no good. Rebound goes to Graber down low for the Spartans. She puts it up and in. So Sydney Graber with the offensive rebound and gets the second chance points for the Spartans. 37-5 is the score. Homestead over Wayne. 2:12 to go in the second quarter. Line ball has it. The Generals gets a screen from Jackson. Tries to. Her pass is deflected, stolen by the Spartans as Starks has it. One-handed pass to Swing down low, and she misses a wide-open layup. Ayanna Patterson cleans up, though, as she scores for the Spartans. Ayanna Patterson now up to 13 points herself, so Homestead has 2 players with 13 points. Haley Swing and Ayanna Patterson, 39-5. Homestead over Wayne, 1:45 to go in the first half. Reese has it top the key, tries to pass over to Craig. Ball knocked away, but Wayne still has it. Ball stolen by the Spartans once again. The steal by Graber as she converts the wide open layup. Timeout called by Homestead. 41-5 is the score. 36-point lead for the Spartans, and it's not even halftime. 1:30 to go in the second quarter. What a dominant. Actually, I guess they won't call a timeout for the Spartans. Wayne ball as Clay has it, gives it off to Reese. Reese averages just under 8 points a game for this Wayne team. She knocked down a huge three-pointer earlier on as Petaway has it. Ball knocked away, stolen by the Spartans. Grace Sullivan with the steal. Sullivan on the other end misses the layup as Lucas cleans up down low. She gets the second chance points. Homestead 43-5, under a minute to go in the second quarter. Wow, what a dominant offensive performance for the Spartans in the first half. Wayne really can't do anything. Only 2 baskets, a three-pointer and a 2-point shot as Clay has it, gives it off to Lineball. Deep 2-pointer. That is no good. Rebound goes to the Spartans as Sullivan has it along the right side of the court. Cross-court pass to Parker, who finds Lucas down low. The wide-open layup. Homestead, they have a 40-point lead, 45-5. 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Could this be the game that Homestead hits 100 points? Probably not. Their season high is 91. As Lineball has it now at the free throw line, gives it off to Clay on the right side. 15 seconds to go. Ball stolen by the Spartans once again. Graber with the steal. Bounce pass to Riley Parker. Down low to Lucas as Lucas scores right under the basket once again. 5 seconds to go. 47-5 Homestead over Wayne. Wayne better hurry up to get a shot off. I don't think Reese realizes it. She throws up a shot, and that is no good as at the end of the first half, Homestead leads 47-5, a 42-point lead for the Spartans. Wow.
Wow, indeed. What a half for the Homestead Lady Spartans. Really came out of the gates and dominated Wayne on the defensive side of the ball. Wayne, with only just a couple minutes left in the first quarter, they finally got their first shot off. And you have to commend the Lady Generals in the first half. I thought their half-court defense was actually very solid. Homestead, with the majority of their points coming in the fast break, I thought Wayne played a good physical game in the half-court defensive sets. But unfortunately, the offense is just too bad. Too many turnovers, and Homestead benefiting with tons and tons of fast break points on the other end.
Homestead really hasn't been shooting the ball too well. Aside from the points off turnovers, Wayne has just committed too many turnovers. As you mentioned, Homestead's been able to score the easy transition points. But aside from that, Homestead really hasn't been shooting the ball too well. I believe they knocked down a three-pointer or two, and that will take us to the conclusion of the first half as Homestead leads over Wayne 47-5, a 42-point lead for the Spartans. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the leading scores for each team along with what each team needs to do differently in the second half. So stay tuned. You're listening to the home of Homestead Spartan Basketball, the Point 91 FM.
Homestead Athletic coverage on the Point 91 FM is brought to you by
Arby's at Coventry, located at 5755 Falls Drive across from Zesto's. Arby's is more than roast beef, with turkey, ham, brisket, bacon, and chicken tenders. Arby's has the meats. Arby's at Coventry is open for breakfast at 6 a.m. all the way to midnight. To find more information, find Arby's on social media and online at arbys.com.
Casa Italian Restaurants, family owned and operated since 1977, with 4 Fort Wayne locations: West Jefferson Boulevard, DuPont Road, Parnell Avenue, and Stellhorn Road, featuring the Casa Burro salad, wood-burning brick oven pizzas, and over 30 pasta selections. Dine in or carry out available, or let Casa cater your next special occasion. Find more information at CasaRestaurants.com or by following Casa on Facebook and Twitter. Casa Italian Restaurants, a proud sponsor of WCYT Sports broadcasts.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Moe's Southwest Grill, located at 6739 West Jefferson Boulevard, next to Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin-Robbins. You can contact Moe's by calling 969-MOE's, or for catering, that number is 969-EATS. Moe's specializes in Southwestern foods like burritos, tacos, and nachos with no microwaves or freezers. You can visit Moe's online at moes.com. Thank you, Moe's, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead Athletic coverage on our station.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road, inside the shops of Scott Road. Marco's specializes in pizza, cheesy bread, subs, salads, and many other menu items. You can place an order for delivery or carry out by calling 625-6800. That number once again is 625-6800. You can also order online at marcos.com. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the Point 91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead High School athletics coverage on our station.
We all come together and stand together to serve our veterans. We invest in the latest technology.
We take the time to train the next generation of doctors and nurses. We work together to make sure we heal their bodies and their minds.
This is our mission. More than 300,000 of us working as one, together with families and loved ones. No matter where they live in this country, we'll be there.
We stand strong, united. Stand with us in caring for our veterans.
And now let's head back out to the gymnasium for more Homestead Lady Spartan basketball right here on the Point 91 FM.
Welcome back live to Homestead High School for the site of tonight's sectional semifinal matchup. Homestead currently leading the Wayne Generals 47-5. Yes, 47-5 at half. A 42-point lead for the Spartans at the break. Homestead only 3 losses on the season. Wayne, they're 1-19. Homestead, they've won 22 of their 25 games this season. And before we talk about the first half, a couple score updates from the game that tipped off at 5 o'clock tonight. Concordia beats Bishop Dwenger 56-49 as they will advance to a semifinal matchup with Woodland that is tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And in some surprising news, DeKalb only 2-19 on the season. They're leading Northrop 16-10 after the first quarter. Northrop, we saw Homestead beat them by 42, I believe, last Friday night, but they beat Snyder a couple weeks before that. Snyder is probably one of the hottest teams in the conference right now, but a very surprising score that is DeKalb over Northrop. You would think that Northrop would have an easy path as they would play DeKalb, and then Northside, a team that Homestead beat by 62 points. Northrop would have an easy path to the final, but they're being tested early on in that one. And let's get back to this one. Homestead up 47-5 right now over Wayne, and what has been working right for Homestead in the first half?
Well, nothing in particular. They're just a very good team, and they're playing a very bad team, and this is what happens. They're playing a solid game all around. They aren't shooting the ball great, but they're able to get the turnovers and play great fast break offense. So I had to point to one thing. That's the reason for this 47-5 lead. I would point, well, obviously the defense for Homestead is out of this world, but the fast break offense was stellar. They do a great job of moving the ball, playing very efficiently, and finishing around the rim. So that's a big reason for they have as many points as they do, and you just got to commend the defensive effort from the Spartans. Even against a team like Wayne, in a game you expect to win, they brought a good effort in the first half. So all around, just playing a good game.
So Homestead, they're up 47-5, a 42-point lead at the break for the Spartans. Homestead has 7 wins of 40 or more points this season. Looks like it's going to stay that way unless Wayne can somehow cut it to a 39-point lead for the Spartans, but I would think Homestead will likely extend that lead in the second half. I mentioned Homestead 22-3 on the season. They did not lose a game in the conference this year. They're currently ranked 5th in Class 4A, although they did spend a few weeks ranked number 1 in the state in mid-December or so, and they were basically top 2 the entire season until when the rankings came out this previous week. They fell to number 5, but I still think they're probably the second best team in their class and probably a top 3 or 4 team overall in the state. And what are some adjustments you think that Wayne can make going into the second half, if anything?
Well, I don't think there is an adjustment they can make. They just don't have the players to do it. But shoot the ball, get the shots off. You're not going to score any points if you turn the ball over every time. And you know what? I would just let Quinaya Reese shoot. You're down 47-5. Let something crazy happen.
And Reese, I believe she started the last time these two teams played back on November 10th of last year. Reese scored 8 points, led the team in scoring, but she went 3 of 16 overall from the field, 19%. I would say if you points per shot for Wayne is not too terrible. Homestead, they probably beating them in that category just because they've had a lot of wide open layups down low, and that's going to take us to our second break. But when we come back, it's about halftime. It's about over 2.5 minutes or so until the second half resumes play. 47-5, Homestead leads over Wayne at the break.
Homestead athletic coverage on the Point 91 FM is brought to you by
Arby's at Coventry, located at 5755 Falls Drive across from Zesto's. Arby's is more than roast beef, with turkey, ham, brisket, bacon, and chicken tenders. Arby's has the meats. Arby's at Coventry is open for breakfast at 6 a.m. all the way to midnight. To find more information, find Arby's on social media and online at arbys.com.
Casa Italian Restaurants, with 4 Fort Wayne locations: West Jefferson Boulevard, DuPont Road, Parnell Avenue, and Stellhorn Road. Featuring Fort Wayne's famous Casa Burro salad, wood-burning brick oven pizzas, and over 30 pasta selections. Dine-in or carry-out available, or let Casa cater your next special occasion. Online at CasaRestaurants.com. Follow Casa on Facebook and Twitter. Casa Italian Restaurants, a proud sponsor of WCYT Sports Broadcasts.
Marco's Pizza, located at 10345 Illinois Road, inside the shops of Scott Road. Marco's specializes in pizza, cheesy bread, subs, salads, and many other menu items. You can place an order for delivery or carryout by calling 625-6800. That number once again is 625-6800. You can also order online at marcos.com. Thank you, Marcos, for supporting the .91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead High School athletics coverage on our station.
Moe's Southwest Grill, located at 6739 West Jefferson Boulevard, next to Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin-Robbins. You can contact Moe's by calling 969-MOE's, or for catering, that number is 969-EATS. Moe's specializes in Southwestern foods like burritos, tacos, and nachos with no microwaves or freezers. You can visit Moe's online at moes.com. Thank you, Moe's, for supporting the .91 FM and being a proud sponsor of Homestead athletic coverage on our station.
And now, let's head back out to the gymnasium for more Homestead Lady Spartan basketball right here on the .91 FM.
Second half action about to begin as Homestead leads over Wayne 47-5 as we are about to begin the third quarter of play. I'm Matt Stopping alongside Donnie Harmon from Homestead High School. This is not a home game for the Spartans. It's a sectional semifinal, but they are the host for this year's sectional. As Petaway has it for the Generals as we begin the second half of play. She hands it over to Alexander. Alexander leads the team in steals and blocks, passes off to Julan Lineball, averages less than a point per game for this Wayne team. As Geely steals it for the Spartans, Starks on the other end as she lays it in. Geely had the wide open pass to Solaire Starks down low as Homestead scores a few seconds into this third quarter, 49-5, 44-point lead for the Spartans, under 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. On the other end of play, Clay puts up a shot that is no good. Rebound goes to the Spartans as Geely has it. She crosses half court. Wants to slow it up now. Passes over to Patterson on the left side. Throws it back over to Geely. Geely down low to Patterson as Patterson puts up the shot as she is fouled. She did not make the shot, but Ayanna Patterson will go to the free throw line, get 2 free throws. She's been shooting very well from the line today.
And Maya Jackson noticeably absent from that Wayne starting lineup to head out here for the start of the second half. Maybe some foul trouble issues.
So to start the second half, it is the normal starters for the Spartans as Patterson makes the first free throw. Swing, Graber, Patterson, Starks, and Geely. Homestead extends their lead to 45 points. 50-5 is the score. Make that 51-5 as Patterson knocks down both free throws. She's been shooting very, very well from the free throw line today. 51-5, Homestead over Wayne. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter as Lineball has it on the right side, guarded by a much taller Starks. Dribbles now to the top of the key, gets a screen from Alexander. She tries to pass it, it's stolen by the Spartans. The Swing has it. Swing gives it out to Geely. Geely cross-court pass for Starks on the left quarter, drives along the baseline. She puts up a one-handed shot. She misses it. Rebound goes to the Generals. As Petaway has it now. She's been handling the ball quite a bit for Wayne. This one, she drives inside. She puts up a crazy-looking shot that is no good. Rebound goes to the Spartans. That was Swing. Geely with the ball once again for the Spartans. Homestead has a 46-point lead, 6:20 to go in the third quarter. 51-5 is the score. Starks at the top of the key. Passes over to Geely. Right corner three. Bullseye! Haven't had too many bullseyes today as Homestead has been pretty cold from beyond the arc, but they knocked down a three-pointer there to extend their lead to 54-5. 49-point lead for the Spartans. 6:03 to go in the third quarter. Wayne on the other end. Petaway along the baseline gives it out to Lineball now in the right quarter. She passes over to Alexander now at the top of the key, guarded by Graber. Alexander drives in, puts up a shot. She knocks it down and the foul, so a rare basket there for Wayne as Shaira Alexander knocks down the shot. She only averaged about 3.5 points per game out in the season. Wayne now up to 7 points, but they still trail by 47.
Wayne getting a little closer to that elusive double-digit mark.
The free throw for Alexander, that is, rolls around and it's good. So Wayne now up to 8 points. They did have a season low 14 points last Friday when they scored only 14 against Lures, as they lost by quite a wide margin. Keeley on the left corner now for the Spartans. Swing has it, passes out to Stark. She takes a three. Got it. Homestead shooting the ball very well in the second half from beyond the arc. 57-8 is the score now for the Spartans. They lead over Wayne in the sectional semifinal matchup as Petaway takes a three-pointer. Rebound goes to Patterson for the Spartans. She wants to push in transition. Patterson on the other end of the court takes it back out now. Gives it over to Geely. Homestead up 57-8, 5:13 to go in the third quarter. A steal by the Generals as Alexander has it. Stolen by the Spartans as Graber gets the steal. She's on the left side. Passes back out to Starks. Swing thought about the three. She had it open for a second as Starks gives it out to Graber. Left corner three. She misses that one, so Homestead not able to knock down another outside shot as ball fought for on the ground. The jump ball is called. I believe they say it will stay with Homestead as they lead 57-8. 4:50 to go in the third quarter. As Chanel Clay checks in for Jelani Linebaugh for the Wayne. Wayne 1-19 overall on the season. Homestead 22-3 overall on the season. Homestead leads 57-8, 4:50 to go in the third quarter. There's not too much that Wayne can do right now to get back on this one.
No, there is not. Down 57-8 here in the third quarter. It's looking pretty unlikely for Wayne. Their .01% chance to win sectionals is looking a little slimmer now, as the Generals just can't get it going on the offensive end. Although we have seen Chiara Alexander play a phenomenal game with 5 points, but the rest of the team just can't get the job done. She has over half her team's points. 8 points isn't going to get it done.
Homestead looking to improve to 15-0 versus Wayne in the previous 15 years. Wayne has not been able to really do anything against Homestead. Homestead, the 5th-ranked team in 4A, but in my opinion, I believe they're probably the second best team in Class 4A behind Hamilton Southeastern. Northwestern, that team that held them to only 29 points, I believe they're also up there. So Homestead probably a top 3 team in the state, but they have a potential to face Hamilton Southeastern in regionals. Probably the 2 best teams in Class 4A. Homestead up 57-8, 4:50 to go in the third quarter. On the court, it is Swing, Geely, Patterson, Graber, and Starks. Spartan ball under their own basket. Geely to inbound for Homestead. She finds Starks now. The top of the key, passes over to Geely on the right corner. Picks up her dribble, feeds Graber down low. Graber, left-handed shot is no good, but she is fouled. Graber will go to the free throw line with a chance to extend this Homestead lead. They already have 57 points, held Wayne to only 8. That was actually Jasmine Mims' 3rd personal foul, so Wayne in quite a bit of foul trouble. Not like it really matters too much because they have such a large lead, but Homestead's been able to draw some fouls in this one.
And maybe if Maya Jackson didn't get those 2 early fouls, the game would be completely different right now.
Who knows, maybe it could be the other way, Wayne over Homestead 57-8, and that seems very unlikely considering that the Wayne has scored 30 or fewer points in 13 of the 20 games this season as Graber missed the first free throw. She's about a 70% free throw shooter. She knocks down the second one, so Graber 1 and 2 at the line there for the Spartans. They extend their lead to 50 points, 58-8, 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Homestead looking to advance to the sectional final tomorrow night. 7:30, that'll be against the winner of Muncie Central and Southside. As Petaway has it. Clay. Over to Threats. Down low, ball stolen by the Spartans once again. Swing recovers it. 58-8 Homestead. 4:17 to go. Graber left corner 3. That is in and out. Patterson, the offensive rebound as Patterson missed the shot. Other end for the Generals as Threats has it. Ball knocked away. Wayne somehow recovers it as Clay has it now. They call a traveling violation. Homestead up 58-8. 4:01 to go in the third quarter, that is. So Swing to inbound for the Spartans. She's been playing very, very well in this one. Starks has it. She knocked down a couple of 3-pointers of her own. Graber now out to Geely on the left corner. Gets a screen from Graber. Geely picks up a dribble back over to Graber. Graber feeds, swing, a mid-range or baseline jump shot. Misses it. Gets her own offensive rebound. She misses the exact same shot, the exact same court location. 58-8. Homestead leads over Wayne. 3:34 to go in the third quarter in the sectional semifinal matchup. So winner go home for both teams, and looking like Wayne is going to go home in this one as they trail by 50. I think they're in. Clay has it. Passes over to Geely, the wrong team there. Spartan ball. Geely now at the top of the logo. She passes over to Swing. Passes back to Geely. She passes over to Starks. Patterson now at the free throw line. She takes a mid-range jump shot. We don't really see Patterson shoot it too much in the mid-range as Swing goes up and she is fouled. Haley Swing, the team's best free throw shooter, 86% on the season. 58-8. 3:06 to go in the third quarter. Homestead leads this one.
And right now Homestead is about to empty the bench, so good chance for some players to get some minutes. Probably want to start resting some of your starters a little for the game tomorrow against Southside.
As Julia Huey, Brianna Lucas, Grace Sullivan, and Riley Parker all check in. I believe that was Haley Swing's 14th point. That ties her season high of 14 when she scored that against Carmel the very first game of the season. A lot has changed from both teams since that opening matchup. Swing's second free throw, and that is good. She's now up to 15 points in this one. I believe it is a new season high for her. 60-8. 3:06 to go in the third quarter. Homestead over Wayne as Amber Austin also checks in for the Spartans as Haley Swing takes a seat on the bench. Head away, guarded closely by Sullivan. Sullivan had a season high in steals the last time these teams played as Parker gets a steal for the Spartans. Passes back out to Huey. You know she wants to take a three. Sullivan now top of the key. Over to Parker, down low to Lucas on the baseline. Sullivan drives inside. Mid-range jump shot for Sullivan. That's no good. Rebound goes to Booker for Wayne. Petaway now crosses the timeline. Homestead up 52. 2:30 to go in the third quarter. As Austin has it in the left corner, guarded closely by Huey. She throws up a shot off the side of the backboard. Rebound goes to Huey for the Spartans. Passes down low to Amber Austin. She's rejected. We saw Amber Austin, I believe, have a huge block the last time these two teams played in the final seconds of that one, final seconds of the fourth quarter, but she's rejected now, but a foul is called, so Amber Austin will go to the line. She's about a 66% free throw shooter. 60-8, Homestead leads 2:17 to go in the third quarter. First free throw is good for Austin. Homestead extends their lead to 53 points.
And Homestead, even with some of the reserves out there, don't lose much as their bench players are oftentimes very good.
As Austin makes the second free throw, Homestead up 62-8, 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Petaway with the ball. She finds Booker. She puts up a shot. She is rejected, but she is fouled. So Wayne with a chance to add some more points. Maybe a chance to get into double digits. They currently have 8. 2 free throws incoming for Treasure Booker. The 5'10" sophomore forward averages 3.6 points per game on the season. That foul was on Brianna Lucas, only her first, though. That free throw is good for Booker. One more, and they get to 10 points.
And a bit of a positive for Wayne in this one has been their free throw shooting. Just a 37% team from the free throw line on the year. Perfect in this one.
As Booker knocks down the second free throw, Wayne now up to 10 points. 62-10 is the score. Homestead over Wayne. Austin has it. Pass over to Parker in the right corner is, I believe a foul is called. I think that's a shooting foul, so she will get 3 free throws. 62-10. Homestead leads over Wayne. 1:58 to go in the third quarter. Homestead likely to advance to the sectional final tomorrow night against the winner of Southside and Muncie Central. That game is to follow this one. As Parker misses the free throw for the Spartans.
Homestead later in the postseason are going to have to be a good free throw shooting team at the line.
Parker knocks down the second free throw. She does have 3 free throws. She was fouled on a 3-point shot. 63-10. Homestead leads. Parker knocks down the third free throw, so 64-10, 1:58 to go in the third quarter. Homestead a 54-point lead over Wayne. This Wayne team averages just under 29 points per game. Likely not going to see that mark. as Mims drives along the baseline. A foul called on Homestead. That was on Amber Austin. That was only her first. 64-10. Homestead leads 1:49 to go in the third quarter. Petaway to inbound for the Generals. Her team only on 10 points. Dangerous pass goes to Alexander, and that will be, well, they said that was tipped, not an over and back. So Alexander guarded by Huey. Alexander passes over to Austin at the Spartan logo. Down to a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Homestead up by 54. Wayne with the ball. Austin still dribbling. She finally hands it off to Petaway. Guarded closely by Sullivan. Picks up a dribble. She passes over to Alexander. Dangerous passes. Parker gets knocked down. It will still continue to be Wayne ball as Homestead leads by 54 points, 64-10, 1:18 to go in the third quarter. This is a sectional semifinal matchup. Mentioned earlier, Homestead likely going to advance to the championship game tomorrow. Against Southside, very likely. Muncie Central only 5-17 on the season. Southside 15-7, although 2 of those losses have come against Homestead. Wayne on offense as Austin has it now. The 5'4" senior guard. Hands it off now to Petaway. Top of the key, guarded by Sullivan. She passes over to Alexander. Loose ball, and she eventually puts up a shot that hits the side of the backboard. Once again, Huey with the rebound for the Spartans. She wants to put in transition. Huey on the other end. She puts up a shot that is no good, but she is fouled. So I believe that will be a shooting foul. She will go to the line. 64-10, 54-point lead for the Spartans. 46 seconds to go in the third quarter. First free throw for Huey is good. I believe that was her first free throw all season.
Wow.
So Huey now 1 of 1 on the season. Perfect 100%.
And she's an aggressive offensive player despite getting limited minutes. So I'm a little surprised that was her first free throw.
So second free throw is also good for Huey. Now 2 of 2 on the season. Down to 40 seconds to go as Austin has it for the Generals in the left corner, guarded by Huey, who just knocked down those 2 free throws as Austin loses the ball, but it is recovered by Mims. Hands it back off to Alexander. Tries to pass to her teammate. It's knocked out of bounds. 66-10. Homestead leads. 56-point lead for the Spartans. 26 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wayne to still have the ball on the sideline. Petaway to inbound. She finds Mims, who drives along the right side in the paint. She puts up a shot as a travel is called. Another turnover on Wayne. They've done better handling the turnovers and limiting them in this second half. They had quite a few of them in the first quarter, but it's Homestead ball under 20 seconds to go, down to 15. Sullivan with the ball for the Spartans as they lead by 56 in the third quarter. Sullivan now 10 seconds in the third quarter. Passes over to Huey, passes to Parker. Right corner 3. That is no good. Rebound goes to Booker for the Generals. Down to 2 seconds, down to 1 second. As Alexander, I don't think she got the shot off in time, but it was a close one as Homestead leads 66-10 after 3 quarters, and not really a lot you can say about that from Wayne, but Homestead playing very, very well in this one.
Playing a very good game. That's all you can really say. They're playing good defense, playing good offense. Not shooting the ball great from the perimeter, but still it hasn't mattered. Up 66-10. Probably going to surpass their point total in the last game. A big reason for that is a fast break offense, and then Wayne just 10 points. Probably not going to reach a point total for the last one. So Homestead, they're just dominating this one. It's what we expected, and it's what we got.
For sure is, as Homestead, they average about 64 points per game on the season as a team. They're at 66 right now through 3 quarters. Their season high is 91 when they scored that against Jay Cowdy. Their second highest was actually last week against Northrop when they scored 86 points. So it'll take quite a fourth quarter for them to pass their season high. They could get, I would say, in the 80s would be a good quarter for them. 66-10, Homestead leads over Wayne. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Homestead well on their way to a sectional championship tomorrow. If the Spartans go on to win that one tomorrow with whoever, the Southside or Muncie Central, they will take on the winner of the Zionsville sectional Saturday, February 9th in the regional semifinal. Then they have a potential matchup with Hamilton Southeastern, who I think is the best team in the entire state, regardless of class, but that's looking ahead quite a bit. We still have a quarter to play in this one as Homestead has a 56-point lead as Wayne starts with possession in the fourth quarter. Pettaway has it at the top of the key, passes over to Austin. Guarded by Lucas, drives along the baseline, now in the right corner. She does a fadeaway shot as it's rejected by Lucas. Sullivan now has it for the Spartans. She wants to push in transition. Sullivan, pass over to Buck, who checked into the game. Buck puts up a shot, that's no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. They will say it's off with Liv Seifert. She also checked in the game, so Buck and Seifert, they checked into this one for the Spartans. 66-10, Homestead leads under 7.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Pettaway has it for the Generals. Ball nearly stolen by Sullivan. It was just tipped out of bounds. So Homestead still with a 56-point lead, 7:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Austin to inbound for Wayne. She inbounds it to Pettaway. Pettaway guarded closely by Sullivan. Ball knocked away by Parker. They will call a foul. 66-10. Homestead leads 7:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Homestead committed a few fouls in the past few possessions. Parker picked up the one there. That was only her first. As Pettaway has it. Takes it back out beyond the arc. She hands it off to Austin. Now at the top of the key, just holding it, similar to what we saw Northrop do for quite a few minutes last Friday in the boys' game. That was knocked out of bounds, so a turnover there on Wayne. 66-10. Under 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Seifert inbounds to Sullivan. Seifert, one of the 7 seniors on this Homestead team. Sullivan, a sophomore. Seifert has it along the baseline over to Parker now. Back to Sullivan at the top of the key. Parker now has it. She faked the three-point shot, but she traveled, so a rare turnover there for the Spartans. They still have a 56-point lead, a little bit of a scoring drought for both teams. Mainly Homestead. We're used to seeing Wayne not score too much in this one, but Homestead's been without a bucket for about a minute and 20 seconds in this fourth quarter. As Pettaway has it now for the Generals, the main ball handler for this team. She's a senior, so likely her last game. As the shot is rejected, Austin's shot is rejected by Lucas once again. They call her for the foul, though. 66-10, Homestead leads 6:28 to go in the fourth quarter. That was Lucas's second foul. Likely not going to matter as they have a 56-point lead under 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be quite the uphill battle if Wayne wants to come back in this one.
Pettaway, bad pass, eventually recovered by Threats. Threats dribbles all around the court. She eventually scores down low, right under the basket. Another point there for Wayne. 2 points for Wayne. Threats with her first points of the game. Sullivan at the top of the key, over to Buck, now on the left side. Buck, bounce pass, over to Lucas. Lucas at the free throw line. Parker now has it in the left corner. Lucas, a mid-range jump shot, that's no good, hits the side of the rim. Rebound fought for. Seifert tries to save it out of bounds. They will say it's going the other way. Homestead with a turnover, 66-12. Spartans lead 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
And Wayne actually outscoring Homestead in this quarter, 2-0. That's something.
Homestead's offense has slowed down a little bit. Pettaway has it. Tries to pass over to Austin. Ball stolen by the Spartans once again. Sullivan has it, crosses the timeline. Over to Parker on the right side, now passes back to Sullivan. Sullivan thought about the three, over to Parker now. Her three-pointer, that is no good. Rebound goes to Lucas for the Spartans. Buck back top of the key for Sullivan. She drives inside, mid-range jump shot for Sullivan, the sophomore. That is no good. Sullivan gets her own offensive rebound. Parker now in the left corner. Lucas, wide open jump shot. That is good, as Lucas has been playing very well on the offensive end. She doesn't really score too much for the Spartans. I believe she's now up to 8 points in this one. 68-12, Homestead leads over Wayne. 5:13 to go in the fourth quarter. As Pettaway hands it off to Austin now. Austin on the right side of the court. Picks up her dribble, guarded by Lucas. Passes stolen by Parker for the Spartans. Another steal for this Homestead team. Sullivan now on the right side. Bounce pass down low to Seifert. As Seifert is fouled by Ricky Lumpkins, the 5'8" junior.
You gotta love the defense Wayne has played inside, though. They're doing a good job contesting shots, even if it means fouling. The Spartans are making them earn it at the line. And the smart decision there is Seifert just a 45% free throw shooter, so a very smart play there by Ricky Lumpkin.
Seifert, senior on this Homestead team, knocks down the first free throw as Huey and Amber Olsen check in for the Spartans. As Booker checks in for the Wayne Generals, along with Craig and line ball. So Seifert knocked down the first free throw. Second one is short. Rebound goes to Austin, over to Sullivan now for the Spartans. Sullivan, a deep two-pointer. That is no good. Rebound goes to Wayne. Dangerous pass as line ball recovers it for the Generals. 69-12, 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Very large lead for the Spartans right now. Sullivan steals it once again for the Spartans. Gives it over to Buck, another senior on this Homestead team. Sullivan passes. Huey has it, takes a three-pointer. She misses that one. Offensive rebound goes to Seifert, and she scores down low. So she knocked down the couple of free throws there, and she scores down low once again. 71-12, 4:13 to go in the fourth quarter. It's been all Homestead in this one. This one not really expected to be too close as Homestead last won this matchup by 58 points as Booker takes a deep two-point shot that is no good. Sullivan has the ball for the Spartans, throws it over to Buck. 71-12, under 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Buck takes a three-pointer that is too short off the front of the rim. Ball fought for on the sideline, eventually recovered by Alexander for the Generals. Wayne only 12 points in this one, 2 off of their season low when they scored that last week against Lures. Again, Homestead's defense shut them down and hold them to their season low as a foul is called there on Amber Austin. It was either a foul or a travel call, and they called the foul on Austin.
And Wayne 3 for 3 at the charity stripe in this one. A chance to tie their season low that they had against Lures last game.
So Booker will go to the line for this Wayne team. That was no good. Hit the backboard. It's never something you want to see on a free throw, but she almost banked it in. As
the square on the backboard is there for a reason. Sometimes you got to use it to knock down those free throws.
Both free throws are no good. Homestead fights for the rebound. Sullivan eventually recovers it. Sullivan crosses the timeline, cross-court pass to Huey, down low to Austin. That's a dangerous pass and stolen by Mims for Wayne. She goes on the other end of the court. She just loses her dribble. It's a turnover for Wayne once again. They had 30 turnovers the last time these two teams played. It's probably getting close to that or have already passed it possibly. Sullivan at the top of the key, over to Huey. Bounce pass down low to Seifert. Austin, mid-range jump shot. That is good. Amber Austin knocks down the jump shot. 73-12. Homestead over Wayne. 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Line ball has it. Passes over to Mims. On the right side. Mims, dangerous pass to Craig, and that is an over and back. Another turnover for this Wayne team.
Another turnover. Been quite a few of those in this one.
Not really much to say. It's been basically the same thing the whole game. Homestead just forcing many turnovers as they usually do. They've scored a majority of their points off turnovers in this one. Sullivan over to Buck now on the right side. 73-12, 2:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Huey, a wide open three. That is short once again as Lumpkins gets the rebound. Line ball now has it for Wayne. Stolen by Sullivan once again. Huey has it for the Spartans. Gives to Amber Austin, right outside the paint. Spinning jump shot, that's no good. Seifert, the offensive rebound, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot a few more free throws, but it's basically been the Grace Sullivan stealing show in this fourth quarter. She's had many, many steals for the Spartans as they lead 73-12. 2:12 to go in the fourth quarter.
Great defensive performance from the Spartans in this one.
Seifert's first free throw is no good. You mentioned she was only a 45% free throw shooter coming into this one. I believe that's actually the worst on the team, or second worst behind Grace Sullivan. She made the second free throw. 74-12, Homestead leads 2:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Wayne back on offense as we approach 2 minutes in the final quarter of this one. Sectional semifinal, Homestead on their way to a sectional final matchup with either Southside or Muncie Central. Based on record, Southside is a much better team. They have quite a few more wins, as the shot is often no good by Lumpkins for the Generals, as crazy sequence as it just eventually goes to Homestead. I'm not even sure what happened there. There was about 3 or 4 shots in a span of 10 seconds as Alexander set a check-in. Shire Alexander checks in for Tamaya Craig. Alexander, the 5'10" junior forward, averages about 3.1 steals and 1.5 blocks, leads the team in both those categories. Buck on the right side now. 1:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Homestead up 74-12. Sullivan now in the left corner. Passes to Austin. Passes to Buck top the key. Huey, right corner, three. Oh, in and out. That nearly was in for a bullseye, but no good. Alexander now on the right corner. Right side of the court. Pass to an imaginary teammate, but Linebaugh eventually recovers it. 74-12. 1:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Homestead leads over Wayne. It's going to take a miracle for Wayne to come back on this one.
Maybe.
As Mims is rejected, Homestead gets the ball. Buck has it now in the right corner. Back to Sullivan on the right side now. Passes over to Huey. Amber Austin, another mid-range jump shot that was deflected. That was an air ball. 74-12, the Spartans lead. 57 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. As a player is down in the court for Wayne. 74-12, Homestead leads over Wayne. 57 seconds to go in this one. Homestead well on their way to a sectional final game tomorrow night, 7:30. You would have to think that's against Southside, as Southside completely destroyed Huntington North 65-35 this past Tuesday night. Muncie Central 5-17 on the season. Southside 15-7, although I mentioned two of those losses have come to Homestead. Homestead beat Southside in the SIC Holiday Tournament Championship game, then they beat them about a week later. I believe that one was at Homestead as well. 74-12, the Spartans lead. 57 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Homestead about 10 points above their season average right now. They're likely not going to reach the 80 mark or get anywhere near their season high, which is 91. If the score holds out, this will be the fewest points that Wayne has scored all season in a game. They're at 12 right now, as Maya Jackson checks back in.
Lamaya threats a chance to tie that season low at the line here, though.
First free throw rolls around, and it's in. Wayne now only 1 point below their season low of points when they scored 14 against Lures last Friday night. Free throw is on the way. That is no good. Wayne at 13. Their season low is 14. Can Homestead hold them to their season low in points? Huey has the ball for the Spartans. Seifert, jump shot. It's good. She banks it in. It was a straightaway jump shot. She banked it in. 76-13, Homestead leads. 40 seconds for Wayne to score and surpass their season low. As Alexander takes a deep three. That is no good. That was in and out. Rebound goes to the Spartans. 27 seconds to go. Sullivan has it. This situation, it's okay to hold the ball because the quarter's about over. It's a different situation when you're in the middle of a close game in the fourth quarter. Down to 14 seconds. Homestead going to hold Wayne to their season low in points. 76-13 is the score. The Spartans will advance to tomorrow night's sectional championship game against the winner of Muncie Central and Southside. So Homestead, they improved to 23-3 on the season and 13-0 against SAC teams. Overall, whether it's postseason, regular season, or the holiday tournament, Wayne falls to 1-20 on the season. Their season is over under first-year head coach Laisha Gorman. And what are some of your takeaways from this one?
Homestead's very good and Wayne isn't. I mean, Homestead, we knew how good they could be, ranked 5th in the state, probably a little better than that. And Wayne, they were 1-19 on the year. They're 1-20 now. They just weren't a very good team. Homestead took care of them. We see this all the time in girls basketball. It was really to be expected in this one.
And you have a scoring summary for us?
Well, I'll start off with Wayne, and this should be fairly brief. Led in scoring by Shiara Alexander. She had 5 points. Lamaya Threats had 3. Kanaya Reese also knocked down a 3-ball, and Treasure Booker had 2. And then for the Homestead Lady Spartans, they were led in scoring by Haley Swing and Ayanna Patterson. Each had 15. Solaire Starks had 11. Sydney Graber with 10. Bree Lucas had a new season high, 8 points. Liv Seifert was 6 off the bench late. Amber Austin had 4, and Kara Geely with 3. Julia Huey and Riley Parker each had 2.
So Homestead gets the dominant win over Wayne. And before we leave, we want to give a quick thanks to some of our sponsors, including Casa Ristorante, Moe's Southwest Grill, Arby's at Coventry, and Marco's Pizza at Illinois and Scott Road. We also want to give a very special thanks to our board operators and Mr. Andy Dunn, back in the studio for their off-site producing, along with on-site producer Mr. Adam Schenkel. We're taking care of the arena technology. Once again, your final scores: Homestead 76, Wayne 13. For Donnie Harmon, I'm Matt Salfrank. Thank you for listening to another presentation of Homestead Spartan Basketball on the Point 91 FM. Enjoy what is left of your Friday, and we will see you right back here tomorrow night at 7:30 as the Homestead girls will take on the winner of Muncie Central and Southside in the sectional final with a chance to advance to regionals on the line. Signing off from Homestead High School, this has been another Homestead High School athletic event presented on the Point 91 FM.